Hello, everybody. It is 6 MA session with me, as usual, with statue team. I just voice of the project. Um, okay, it was very hot week. We had oh, um, amazing collaboration with Iron Finance, and it was just first step. Um, very soon we will deploy folding strategies. I'm testing it right now. And Dynaswap rewards will be deployed today, just after this session. Okay, I have a good question from Discord from Mart23x. What will be your cross-chain strategy, timing-wise, and also how important urgent you see to go cross-chain versus focusing on Polygon? It is very good question, and I will explain my position because I had a lot of questions about other networks. But I didn't have time for investigating all opportunities on each network. If you offer something, don't say just let's launch on Phantom, for example. We need clear understanding what we get. For example, I think after a few weeks we will reach more TVL. Of course, I can't predict, but of course it will bigger. And probably, for example, Phantom can get their native tokens for us, and we can easily launch on some network. If they will give us tokens. I don't want to touch FundKeeper right now because I have other plans for this amount of money, and uh, um, the higher price we will have when start using it on other network, the more profitable it will. You should understand it is like our joker in the game, and you don't want to spend it in the start. Of course, I have a plan for cross farming, and it requires a bridge. As a first step, I want use bridge with Ethereum. I should explain why. Ethereum has a lot of liquidity. If you compare any networks, locket value is just few percents comparing with Ethereum, and even it is like listing on SEX, centralized exchange. I mean, you can attract a lot of buyers on Ethereum, even without a product on this network. But of course, if we will have a product, it will be much more success. And BC on the second place with liquidity, and these two networks are very important. BC, of course, less, but it's Ethereum, we should go to it. But I built this platform in different another style. It require cheap transactions. On Ethereum, the most solution they will work, but just see how much cost deposit in all vaults, and then next vaults will even more expensive. Because we have a lot of additional information stored on chain for next improvements. And I want to build a product. I don't want to fight with gas cost, really. And we can have more smart solutions for cross-chain, especially for bridges. Right now we have enough work on Polygon, and I will focus on Polygon, of course. I don't want to just attract liquidity in different places without a good product. I want improve product, and we will attract liquidity and users with good product. And when we attract at least, I don't know, 50% of possible users on Polygon, we can talk about other networks. Now we have approximately maybe 500 people who interacted with our platform. I guess full capacity of Polygon is maybe 50,000, and of course it depends, and users have different bags. But when we will have at least 5-10,000 unique interactions, we can talk about other networks. Okay, I guess I should say a bit insight information about next product. I'm working under landing platform from scratch, and it will be a pretty interesting solution with focus on NFT. I believe that after so huge so huge attention and so huge buys in this market, people will start thinking what they can do with their NFTs, even if they don't want to sell it. If something keep on just stay in your wallet in DeFi, it is wrong. Money should earn money. So I already saw that UMA project work. They are working under the same conception. It is like a pawn shop, because you can't build something else for entities. So, but I want build a platform with this conception for ANI tokens, because in reality nobody. Okay, if you understand that you can borrow something for any token, would just open your wallet and any token in your wallet can be a collateral. And it is infinity opportunity for money legacy. And our platform developed regarding this conception, or X tokens prepared for collateralization. And we have two ways how to build it. With price oracles and without prices, just like pawn shop. I want union to these conceptions in one and build a platform where you can put something like a lot, like your open position, and with few options, of course. And somebody can provide money for this. You will able to adjust duration, and if you set zero duration, it will be just trade. So, but the hardest part is UI. I understand that if we just show all opportunities, it will be rocket science. Uh, uh, I want very simple UI where you have big, simple buttons and always know what you need to do. Probably with some expert mode. I can't say ETA for this because each new contract um, waste my time, and of course I can't focus only one thing until we grow, until we uh, develop partnerships with other platforms, until we uh, adjust everything around. So my expectation is my as I said before, 1-2 months, but maybe less. On the some stage, we will have a draft UI. Maybe I just built it some um, very simple UI for testing, and I will build this platform Unchangeable because it was a surprise for me, but people very like when contracts unchangeable. Of course, there's no risk for any rug pulls or even human mistakes, but it is a risk of loss of control in a situation if something happens. But in one hand, lending platform very complex and require a lot of math. But on another hand, after deploy, it doesn't require a lot of attention like farming, yield farming. Yield farming sometimes require attention every day. Something happens. Different strategies require attention. Some external project switched off rewards, somebody changed liquidity on another platform. You need to adjust everything every day, really. But for lending, you just deploy and you can forget. Just get this commission. And of course, so commission will buy back data. Any Oro platform will buy back data. You should understand. Just the core conceptions that all profit go to or liquidity. Okay. See some questions. Will you deploy more single asset vaults in the future? Yes, it is exactly what we're cooking right now. For Iron, you will able to deposit single assets. You can see all their pools, markets, right, right word, markets. And we developed very interesting solution. Okay, Jasper called it folding. I called it over collateralization, but I can explain a bit. When you have supply market and borrow market with positive API, you can supply, borrow the same asset, supply again, and repeat until you reach some capacity of collateralization. There's no risk of liquidation because it is the same asset, and you save for no chance for manipulations, price manipulation, arbitrage, flash loans, attacks. I tried. I tried in tests. No chance. No any impacts. And only one risk that we elegant covered in the code. If ratio between API of supply and borrow unbalanced, and your folding strategy start a bit lost money in little percents, like 0.01% per year, you can stop folding. And usually all strategies that I saw, Biffy, I saw has it, and few other projects. They adjusted manually. We developed solution how to determine it on chain. It contains a ton of formulas, but it's working. It's working. Okay. Next question. Can you give need to handle? I will decline answered questions because answer require typing. Can you give us some information about your lending platform cooperation with Iron, any ATA? Yes, what I told, yeah, it was for Iron. Also, we can use it for Aave, but right now we are focusing on a partnership with Iron Finance, and probably we will build other interesting solutions. About ETA, next week. Next week. It is our next huge update after Dino. The team mentioned about Pancake BC something in the roadmap docs. I don't think expand to BC China is a good idea right now. You can make a poll for community vote. Should we move to BC or not? Thanks for your work. Keep it up. Of course, any important solution, I will create proposal for any important changes. For some changes, I didn't make it because I don't like proposals where everybody agree. It is, I want to build amazing. No, I want to build amazing thing. I agree. Of course, everyone will vote yes. But some guys said that I can't expect people moods. But I understand that some questions require a lot of technical skills, like tokenomic adjustments. As minimum, it requires explanation. For example, we can adjust profit share pool ratio into fund keeper ratio. And for rewards boost, we will adjust initial percent 30% and duration 28 days. We can adjust both. You can adjust both. And for any other networks, I will ask you, of course. Right now, I have enough work on Polygon. Let's focus on Polygon, please. As minimum until I launch landing. In later, if you have time, do you think about build a lottery function? Jackpot. Function for burning more turtle case. I'm against burning. I like turtle tokens, so why I should burn it? Really, it is just another conception. I understand that burning, burning conception work. You just should focus on something one. If you make buybacks and profit sharing, focus on it on 100%. If you burning everything, every token that you touch should be burned. Reduce emission as much as possible. We have a conception with profit sharing pool. And any tokens that will be burned, it is just nothing for Tether, because it will not have any impact on the market, believe me. Harvest burned some tokens, and I saw that market didn't react on this, and it was pretty big amount. Not so big for the first weeks, but just keep it. If you don't need it right now, create contract with time lock for half year and put it in this contract. Don't touch it. Don't burn. Keep it for other networks, for any other opportunities, collaborations. I understand that if you don't burn it, in the end, it will be in the market. But You should understand that if some tokens on closed environment, for example, some centralized exchange, of course, it impacts the whole price. But if you have liquidity on each network, on a lot of exchanges, the spread is the same as burning. If your tokens holds in limit orders, this rate is similar. If you lock it in some contract, it is similar. If you have good community and build your project in the right way, people will not sell your token. People will buy it. If you care about a lot amount of the market, it's more about scary about your success. I understand. Just another conception. Okay, enough for this. And the lottery. Some have a lot of friends who ready to work for DeFi, but they don't want to work for, how they say it, casino upon the scam or anything else. They want to build a good product with value. It's very important. You should understand that a project, of course, it is marketing, brand, but 90% it is developers. Because one developer can build you a so unique product that will attract, I don't know, extend users, but it require reputation. Maybe I don't know how to call it. The casino, please no. I know I can build in a more smarter way. If you want casino, I like games, and if you want casino, we can build a game platform. Uh, and I have an idea for it, but it requires a lot of budget for art, design, and more developers. No, not solid developers, uh, just developers. Of course, we will build it. I want a lot of sub-platforms, really. You will be surprised. Will you deploy a second coin beside Tether? I don't want. Probably, if we will have good reason. But we already have pretty complex conception, and maybe we will have synthetic token against Xterra, but need to think. You can shoot in the own leg. We will have interesting votes. You can read in the suggestions channel in the Discord. We discussed it. Working name is Diamond Vault with lock function. It doesn't require additional tokens. Additional tokens, some interest in synthetic token, probably. stable coin, but need to think. Not now. I don't have plan now for second coin. Okay, I think enough for today. Thanks for your questions. Let's see you next week. And let's deploy rewards for Dana. Bye bye.